everybody. Glad you're back, and we're going to do another story today, and it's called God's Plan for Job. Job was having a bad day, a very bad day, a very, very bad day. When Satan asked God to show him a faithful person, God pointed at Job. He's blameless, said God. He steers clear of evil. That's a faithful God. Only because he's rich, Satan sniffed. Take away his wealth and he'll turn on you just like everyone else. So God gave Satan permission to test Job. It was one tough test. Job lost his money. His children died. He broke out in painful sores. His grieving wife told him to curse God and die. And when the three friends stopped by to cheer him up, they said pretty much the same thing. Job finally asked God what he'd done to deserve so much trouble and pain. It just wasn't fair. Why wouldn't God take away his sadness? God reminded Job that Job couldn't understand all that God did and allowed. Job would have to trust God and trust God's friendship. Job listened and agreed. And in the end, God did take away Job's sadness, giving back to Job much more than Job had ever lost. So meanwhile in your world, sometimes you lose things you don't get back. A person or favorite pet dies, your parents divorce and you lose what it was like when you all lived together. You're sad and you're not sure what to do about it. Whatever it is, why don't you write about what you're sad that you've lost? Now, ask God to read what you've written and to help you trust him even though you're sad. Using a newspaper or getting online, look at the headlines of today's news. Almost always it's bad news, news about events that made someone sad. One at a time, pray about the people behind those headlines. Ask God to be with them in their sadness and to help them find joy in him. When was the last time you played Turn Those Frowns Upside Down? Not lately? Let's fix that. Recruit some friends or some family members to frown their saddest frowns and then find a way to turn those frowns upside down by turning themselves upside down by doing a handstand, sitting upside down on a chair, whatever works. Job stood up and tore his robe in grief. Then he shaved his head and fell to the ground to worship. He said, I came naked from my mother's womb, and I will be naked when I leave. The Lord gave me what I had, and the Lord has taken it away. Praise the name of the Lord. In all of this, Job did not sin by blaming God. Job 1:20 through 22. So friends and family show up when you're sad, but they don't say dumb stuff to their sad friends, meaning Job's friends equal saying some dumb stuff. So let me read from the Bible a little bit. It's called Bad Things Happen to Good People. Read Job 1. Can you find a verse that tells you Job was a good person? Find 3 terrible things that happened to him. Sometimes bad things do happen to good people. If something bad happens to you, you may feel as though you are being punished. But even if terrible things happen, this does not mean that God is punishing you. What do you think happened to Job in the end? Read Job 42:12 through 17. What do you think will happen to you in the end if you love God as Job did? So think about this stuff. This is some heavy stuff, but God's going to always be with you. God will take care of you, and He won't give you more than you need. Okay, so just go on thinking about God, thinking about everything that we talked about here, and just pause on it a little while. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good week. Enjoy this wonderful fall weather, and I'll see you soon.